Before you begin, remove the display panel assembly, battery, solid-state drive, and wireless WAN module. Removal. Remove the SIM card tray or SIM card blank from the system board. Removal. Remove the SIM card or SIM card blank. Disconnect the left fan cable from its connector on the system board. Disconnect the speaker cable from its connector on the system board. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the fingerprint reader ZIF connector and disconnect the fingerprint reader ribbon cable from the system board. Remove the 2mm P000 Phillips head screw that secures the volume button board FPC cable to the system board. Disconnect the volume button board FPC cable from its connector on the system board. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the pogo pin ZIF connector and disconnect the pogo pin ribbon cable from the system board. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the hall sensor board ZIF connector and disconnect the hall sensor board cable from the system board. Disconnect the right fan cable from its connector on the system board. Caution: use care when disconnecting the wireless LAN antenna cables from the system board. A damaged cable or connector can degrade tablet performance. Carefully disconnect the wireless LAN antenna cables from the system board by grasping the connectors with a small pair of needle nose pliers or tweezers. Carefully peel back the metallic shielding that secures the main wireless LAN and aux wireless WAN antenna assembly to the heatsink, right speaker, and system board. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the microphone board ZIF connector and disconnect the microphone board ribbon cable from the system board. Note: if a wireless WAN module is installed, the metallic shielding that secures the main wireless WAN antenna to the heatsink must be peeled back from the heatsink. Remove the 6 2mm P000 Phillips head screws that secure the system board to the display enclosure. Remove the 3mm P000 Phillips head screw that secures the left fan and system board to the display enclosure. Remove the 2mm P000 Phillips head screw that secures the left fan and system board to the display enclosure. Grasp the system board near the center and carefully lift the system board off of the alignment pins and guide the external connectors out of the cutouts in the display enclosure. Caution: the left side of the system board is narrow and easily broken. Do not lift the system board using the left side. Remove the system board. Note: if you are installing a new system board, remove the following from the old system board and install it onto the new system board. Heatsink. Reverse this procedure to install the system board. Important: after system board replacement, be sure to complete post-installation tasks as required that may include verifying functionality of the tablet, updating the BIOS, updating DMI and other settings,